The ongoing war between Israel and Hamas now, despite calls from the U.S. for Israel to scale back operations and despite Israel saying it mistakenly killed 3 hostages, the IDF tonight insists this is no time for a pause. Those 3 hostages were shot and killed by Israeli soldiers during an operation in northern Gaza. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger with a look at where things go from here.
They'd been in captivity for more than 9 weeks. They'd lived through hell. But when 28-year-old Yotam Hayim, 26-year-old Alon Shamriz, and 22-year-old Samer Talalka somehow got free in Gaza today, a team of Israeli soldiers mistook them for the enemy. They were so close to freedom, but the IDF soldiers shot them dead. Tonight, some hostages' families marched in Tel Aviv, demanding a return to the bargaining table to bring loved ones still held by Hamas home. Indeed, of the 135 hostages still in captivity, Israel announced this week the deaths of more than 20 of them, all officials say at the hands of Hamas. Until now. The IDF says the 3 Israelis were mistaken for enemy combatants.
Part of the complexity here is that we're fighting in a civilian environment where almost all of the RPG crews attacking our tanks and our troops have been dressed in civilian clothes. So it creates a very dynamic and challenging combat environment.
I want them to be focused on how to save civilian lives, not stop going after Hamas, but be more careful.
All of this as the Biden administration pressures Israel to pump the brakes on its offensive in Gaza, which Hamas says has resulted in more than 18,000 deaths, numbers Israel disputes. The White House urging the IDF to shift to a more targeted, intelligence-driven phase.
There will be a transition to another phase of this war, one that is focused in more precise ways on targeting the leadership and on intelligence-driven operations that continues to deal with the ongoing threat that Hamas poses.
But the war still rages, and after today's catastrophic mistake, for now, the IDF presses on.